Now, I've seen lots of theories circulating about what this could be. Could it be a double exposure? Could it be a reflection of light? Or could this actually be a ghost haunting Disneyland?
By now, I think we all know that Disney is the definition of suspicious. Employees have spilled the tea on what it's truly like working for Disney, and it's insane. From covering up deaths at the park to deadly rides. Let's talk about this and more only in today's video. Top 10 scary things told by Disney employees, Part 8. Yes, this is part 8, so if you want to check out the other parts, then you should. Go ahead, check them out. Starting off this countdown, we have the snake. You have to be careful when going to Animal Kingdom. Not all the animals are safely behind cages. But before I go any further, what would you do if I told you you had the chance to be a heroic warrior and get to slay dragons, golems, necromancers, and other fearsome beasts? And you get to do this all from the comfort of your own home. With Raid Shadow Legends, you get the chance to go on a number of heart-pounding quests to save your world. Raid is a visually stunning fantasy RPG game where you can battle your way through hundreds of champions from 14 playable factions. While on the way, you can collect epic loot and powerful gear to help you along your journey. What I like about this game is that it's so immersive. You can play it from anywhere. I love to play it on my long commutes to work. It helps me pass the time really fast. And if you like action, adventure, and competition like me, then this is certainly the game for you. I personally love the thrill of going on quests and then getting rewards like XP or silver for doing so. A mini world of action and adventure is literally at your fingertips. And this month, Raid's got an action-packed schedule of summer events and activities, like special fusion events where you get the chance to get a brand new legendary champion, tons of tournaments against other players, and much more. You definitely don't want to miss out. They're also releasing 5 new champions, and I'm excited for that. If you're interested, check the link in our description box and download Raid for your mobile device or PC. Or you can even scan the QR code right here. But hey, things keep getting better because new players will get an incredible hero, Chinoru. She is seriously badass. Wish I could be as cool as her. And you'll also get 200k silver, 1 XP boost, 1 energy refill, and 1 ancient shard that you can use to summon a champion as soon as you get into the game. You'll find all these extra rewards here in your inbox for the next 30 days only, so act fast. What's even better is that we can play the game together. Find me in the game under the name Fallen Angel XX. And if you're fast, you can join my clan. So make sure you guys all check out the link in the description, and I'll see you in the game. Happy raiding. In 2016, a grandma and her grandson were at Animal Kingdom when a wild snake fell from a tree and bit the grandson. Now, he was fine, the snake wasn't venomous. But the grandmother went into cardiac arrest after seeing this all happen. And sadly, she passed away. Wouldn't that be a terrifying encounter? Like, you go to Disney with a relative looking for a good time, and then you end up injured and your relative dead. I feel so sorry for that family. The family, of course, sued Disney World because turns out that the snake was a local Florida serpent and somehow made it onto the resort. In our 9th spot today, we have the big brawl. And if you guys are liking this video so far, then why don't you smash that like button? Imagine celebrating Christmas at Disney World only to encounter a real-life Scrooge. So back in 2015, an old man was waiting for his food at a cafe in Disney World when he became tired and grumpy. And no, not like one of the 7 dwarves. He was fed up, saying it was taking too long. So, what did he do? He shoved one of the managers and started a huge fight among them all. At one point, he got tackled down. People were so scared that they fled the restaurant without even paying for their meals. So they dined and dashed at Disney. What a little rebel. In the end, the man was arrested and thrown out of Disney. Thankfully, only a few were injured in this fight. But still, imagine witnessing that fight on a time of holiday cheer. I bet he got cold in his stocking. Also, since when is Disney open on Christmas? Is that a thing that I just never knew? Let me know in the comments below. In our 8th spot today, we have the cleanliness. So Disney parks seem very well maintained and clean, right? Like, there's no graffiti, hardly any litter on the grounds, and the rides seem to be well kept. Well, yes and no. According to a cast member, all the locations that a visitor can see are kept super clean, but the areas they don't see are disgusting. For example, apparently the inaccessible parts of the Haunted Mansion ride are gross. Like, they are dusty, filled with cobwebs, and they have a nasty stench. And no, that was not part of the attraction. And they even found asbestos there. But obviously the park guests aren't supposed to know that, so it's okay, right? No, I'm sorry, that's gross. According to the same worker, every time she came home from her shift, she stunk and had to take a shower immediately. Yikes. Coming in our 7th spot, we have Splash Mountain. Disney has strict protocols in place to keep all its guests safe. Most of the injuries that have occurred on rides have been a result of people not listening to the safety protocols, like standing up in a ride or unbuckling themselves during the rides, etc. Sadly, this happened to a man riding the Splash Mountain ride. According to a Disney employee, he tried to get out of the ride and ended up getting struck by the raft behind him. He died from the impact. Police said it was a very strange incident, and as a result, Disney had to put even stricter protocols in place. In our 6th spot today, we have the illegal rider. So Disney has those height and age restrictions on rides for a reason. Please, follow them. It can be dangerous if those protocols aren't followed. Well, according to one Disney employee, they were horrified after encountering someone who was basically trying to cheat the system. So this was on the Space Mountain ride. They were doing their checks to make sure everyone had their little seatbelts and harnesses on correctly when they saw a man with a large bag by his feet. The bag then started moving. The employee demanded he open the bag to show what was in there, but he kept refusing. Finally, the crew member got the bag, opened it, and inside found a kid. The parent had tried to hide their kid in a bag so they could still go on the ride. Are you kidding me? Like, that is so dangerous. They were literally going to risk their kid's life to just go on a Disney ride. That is insane. But also, according to employees, this happens more often than you would think. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with the gun. Don't know how Disney let this pass security, but someone managed to sneak a gun into Disney. So a grandma and her grandson were riding the dinosaur ride from the dinosaur movie. Like, whoa, major throwback. I remember that ride. Anyways, at one point, she kicked something on the floor of the ride, and she was like, that's suspicious. What is that? She bent down to see what it was, and turns out it was a fully loaded gun. How someone managed to bring that into the park baffles me. Also, why? Anyways, they alerted the ride attendant and the police were called. The police found out that the gun belonged to a man named Angelo Lista. He claimed he didn't know he couldn't bring a fully loaded weapon onto a children's ride. Like, imagine if that thing went off. That would have been bad. Anyways, we still don't know why Angelo decided to bring that with him, but at least no one got injured. I bet that was one unforgettable day. In our 4th spot today, we have the ghost of Walt Disney. According to a number of employees, they believe that the ghost of Walt Disney haunts his park. In fact, a ghost was supposedly caught on security camera footage. You can see this ghostly figure just casually strolling through Disney. Take a look. Security caught this weird ghost on tape and immediately asked others what they thought it could be. There has been some debate on it, like some say it's a glitch or a monitor burn or a reflection, whereas others believe it's the ghost of Walt Disney himself. Or Javier Cruz, a cast member that lost his life in 2004 during a parade float at Disneyland. But what do you guys think of this? Is this real footage of a Disney ghost? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Coming in at number 3, we have the cover-up. According to a former Disney World College Program cast member, there once was a man who took his life in one of the Disney hotel rooms. And Disney used its magic to cover it all up. So basically, the room in which it happened had its door and windows covered with a "Pardon our dust" renovation sign. When police arrived, they had a bunch of costumed characters and cast members go to one section of the hotel for a meet and greet to distract the guests from seeing the police come into the building. Apparently, Disney constantly does this. They always divert your attention when something traumatic happens. For example, another employee said that they used fire jugglers to distract people when an animal control officer had to get a venomous snake out of the hotel's water fountain. And this guy only had 15 minutes to do it while the show was going on. Honestly, it just seems super stressful working for Disney. I swear, some Disney workers are like trained as if they're part of the FBI or something like that. In our 2nd spot, we have the stunt gone wrong. According to a number of articles, the Hollywood Studios Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular Show was one of the most dangerous shows at Disney. Also, what a name. Hollywood Studios Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular Show. Geez, say that 10 times fast. Now, why is this? Well, a number of stunt performers have gotten badly injured in this action-packed show. Apparently, one performer fell 30 feet to the ground after his support cable broke. Another time, a different performer fell 25 feet to the concrete. And a third fell 25 feet to the ground after a prop ladder broke. Thankfully, those performers all survived. But in 2009, one performer passed away after performing a tumbling roll. For this trick, the performer had to jump in the air, dive over another performer, and then tuck and roll onto a mat. But something went wrong, and the performer ended up landing wrong and snapping their neck. That is absolutely heartbreaking and terrifying. And in our number one spot today, we have the Haunted Dolls. I think that the scariest ride in Disney would have to be It's a Small World. Like, take a look at those terrifying dolls. And apparently, they're haunted, okay? According to a number of Disney employees, they have seen the dolls in the ride change positions, disappear, or even move when the ride is off. Some even say that their hair appears to grow on its own, as if they're alive. In fact, every couple of months, Disney's cosmetology team goes in and cuts the doll's hair because they grow. But they say it's just the humidity combined with gravity and that causes the hair to stretch. Either way, it's freaking creepy. According to one employee, they arrived for their morning shift only to find that a couple of dolls switched places during the night, and some vanished without a trace. So listen here, Annabelle, okay? Leave those damn dolls alone. Don't touch Disney. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Let me know which one of these little facts creeped you out the most. I'm telling you, those dolls, they're no good. No good at all. And now, speaking of comments, let's move on to our comment shout out portion. I'll be shouting out comments from the video, Top 10 Disturbing Demons in Japanese Mythology. Ryan Kelly commented, a ghost walks into a bar. Bartender, sorry bud, we don't serve spirits. That is such a dad joke. And I absolutely love dad jokes, okay? I also thought that that joke was gonna go a different way. I thought it was gonna be like, a ghost walks into a bar, but it didn't hurt him because he's a ghost. Sorry, that was awful. I know. Sorry. Bloody Scar commented, her. We don't like the taste of blood. Me? Hold my glass of blood. Should I be concerned? Their name is literally Bloody Scar, so I feel like I should be. Are you a vampire? Do you drink blood? I don't want to know. Colin Brown commented, Lindsay Ivan bears a striking resemblance to Lilith from the Owl House. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but I googled Lilith and I don't really see it. Do you guys think we look alike? Let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, that's all the comments I'm shouting out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see ya. I gotta sneeze.